Closing time. Okay, I won't sing. That's terrible. All right. We're getting close to the closing date. We're getting excited. We're getting pumped. We're really going to want in. The emotions are high. Number one, communicate well with your lender. Make sure you're getting your lender anything they request like that day or within 24 hours. Do not open any new credit lines. Don't buy new furniture on credit. Don't go buy a new car. No new credit lines, no change in income or employment. Let's get to the finish line, folks. Let's get there. Okay. Number one, make sure you do a property walkthrough the night before or preferably first thing on your closing date. Ideally, you're going to go walk the property, go to title, sign the title documents, and get your keys shortly thereafter. But like I talked about before, Thursdays are my favorite closing day. You sign documents Thursday morning, you do your property walk, you sign documents, and then you go to the title company, and then you go back to work and you work. Or you go back to the house you're moving out of and get packed up, and you don't expect to move in until 5:30, 6 o'clock that night. Maybe you have a little bit of a pizza party on some moving boxes. Take Friday off, move in Friday, enjoy the weekend. Folks, understand that in Montana, it's broom swept condition. It's not perfectly clean unless you negotiated in a professional carpet cleaning or a professional cleaner. So I would plan for what you want. Do you want to really clean out cabinets or stuff you're going to move stuff into? You can get flooring and carpets clean. Just realize they may be wet for a while. Also realize that after you move into that house, it's going to be it's going to be dirty. All those people moving those boxes in. So be ready for it. The house isn't going to be perfect. There may be some more nicks, scratches, dings from them moving out or that weren't seen because of the furniture that was in there. I can promise you it was stressful on them getting out. So if you can have a little bit of grace, it goes a long way. But make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know the utilities. Internet's the big one these days. Like the power company usually leaves the power on for a few days, but the internet, you may want to try to get internet set up or figure out how to get internet as fast as possible. That seems to be the big one. Hopefully you know where the mailbox is. Maybe talk to some neighbors, learn when trash day is. But when you're moving in, emotions are high for the sellers. They're high for you as the buyer. The title companies are trying to get things done. So if you can let closing day be a little bit peaceful and do your walks and be ready to move in, I think that's the best thing you can do. And then be ready to hit the ground running maybe the next day. And enjoy it. Enjoy the new house. Enjoy the process. Throw a bunch of stuff away that you don't need when you pack up and move in, right? Like a great time to purge. But closings can be so stressful. I'm always amazed at how great the transaction goes and some little thing, a blind is broken that we didn't know about, and maybe that nobody knew about or we didn't realize, or it wasn't clean to the standard of the person moving in. Like all of a sudden, all this negative energy comes out and you're mad at your real estate agent, and you're mad at the sellers. Folks, the best thing you can do is just have a little bit of grace, realize it's a stressful time, and realize things aren't going to be perfect. Unless you're moving into a brand new construction, new build, and they've had it professionally cleaned. Even new builds have nicks in them, and they come back in after you moved in and fill things and fix things. So patience and grace is a great thing to have on closing day. When you get to closing, make sure you have your driver's license. Make sure you have a cashier's check. Don't take wire instructions changes at the last minute. Make sure you're not bringing in cash. Make sure your lender documents are all ready to go with your lender, and they get to title. Folks, this is your time to ask questions, but ideally you will have reviewed documents beforehand. You should have gotten a settlement statement from your agent or your lender that kind of goes over the big things. At closing, it's really hard to change documents. You can kind of not sign or not close, but it's hard to change documents. So make sure you understand them and have worked with your lender and your agent so that the purchase price is right. Make sure that any seller credits that were negotiated were put on the settlement statement. That's a thing that sometimes gets missed, or prorations are right. Title companies are really good about those, but get those documents before you get to the closing table if you can. And then at closing, usually that settlement statement is the first document that title goes over. That's the big important one. And then make sure that the property is being vested or put in your name correctly. And after that, it's a lot of legal documents. If you're getting a loan, you got to pay your mortgage back. You can't destroy the house or they're going to come after you. So that is my advice. Try to relax, but try to be prepared with a plan for moving out, moving in, and also understand those documents. This is exciting times. We're almost done. All right. Have a great one.